I really hope you enjoy my presentation. It might be a bit wobbly because Mom's holding it. So, here we go. Hello, I'm Harry and this is my story. I am 11 years old. I live in Sheldon and go to Blakenhall Junior School.
Harry was just a really confident, funny little boy. Your average 6-year-old at the time. Very mischievous, looked up to his brother, very close, and just a joy to be around like every 6-year-old is.
In 2007, I found out that I had a brain tumour. Called a pilocytic tumour in my hypothalamus. My mum explained to me that it was cancer. I just didn't know what to do.
Our lives were just thrown up into the air, but you just have to keep as much normality as you can and just get on with it.
I went to the QE hospital every day for 6 weeks. During this time, I had to have a mask made of my head. Doctors cannot operate on me as my tumour is in a dangerous place deep in my brain.
I'm Dr. Andrew Peat. I'm an oncologist, paediatric oncologist at Birmingham Children's Hospital. I met Harry by being his consultant oncologist. It was a tumour which, although usually grows really very slowly, was really right in the middle of the brain and wrapped around all of the nerves for eyesight. So that was one of the things that really kind of brought this to light.
I have had chemotherapy including vincristine, carboplatin and etoposide.
There was only ever one point when he got really low on chemo. It always affected his immune system.
On Monday, you might have already known that I had to go to hospital because I'd stopped growing. I didn't feel that, I felt really ill on that day.
He ended up staying in hospital lots because his body became what they call neutropenic, which means you have no immune system. And every time you have a temperature over 37.5 degrees, you have to be rushed to hospital.
I met Robert when I was having my radiotherapy. Me and Robert started at the same time and finished on the same time.
Harry would say to Robert, have you kept the bed warm for me, Robert, today? And that's really how they got chatting.
I'm Trina Harley. I'm the wife of Robert Harley, who was Harry's special friend. His grasp of business and his entrepreneurial spirit really sort of impressed Robert, as well as his ability to be so positive, when having to put up with what he had to go through. He really had to try and do something to find a cure for brain tumours so that nobody else would have to suffer, like indeed he or Robert.
About a year later, Robert was ill, so I said to Mum, I want to go and visit him.
As a little boy, the reality of what the illness can do. Harry knew his illness was life-threatening, was too close to home, but Harry actually turned around to us and said, Mum, if that was me that was in that situation, you wouldn't want somebody not to come to hospital to see me because of how they felt.
When we had to go, I made sure I gave Robert a kiss on the cheek, and he managed to say that was nice. So that really warmed my heart, but I still didn't like it that Robert was ill.
We literally got home and he said, Mum, I've got to do something to get Robert better.
I decided that something needed to be done, so I decided to make bracelets. I thought it would just be around my family, but it got absolutely massive. On Friday, I had a local launch for my campaign. My Twitter friends, Ben Shepherd and Wincy Willis were there. Tom Ross was there. Oliver Phelps and James Phelps was there. Michael Johnson and Ian Taylor, old footballers, still well known. And also Gary Lineker was, which I was really pleased he could make it. And then we went to Darlington, doing a presentation to 3 schools. On Monday, going to the Wentworth to meet all the famous golfers. Even met Bruce Forsyth. Nice to see you, nice. On Tuesday, I done my speech to the 500 people. Great turnout because I got more people aware of my campaign. Got a standing ovation at the end. Mum was blasted once again.
Harry went literally all over the place. He'd do events at Asda and he'd see old people and some of his regulars that for updates. He'd go into a lot of schools and talk to all the kids, and he loved nothing more than sitting with the kids after an assembly and telling his story and all about him, all about Robert, why he started and what his school's initiative was all about. I don't think he could ever get, you know, what he was doing was so special, because to him it was just his little campaign and it was his baby.
You've helped me raise £1,100 just by buying my bracelets, which is brilliant, trust me. Sadly, 4 weeks into my campaign, my special friend died. This makes me very sad that I could not help him, the reason and inspiration of why I started my campaign. Someone nominated me for Britain's Kindest Kid. I didn't think I'd get through, but I got through to the final 5. We went to Downing Street and met Gordon Brown. And then one day, it was the day when you got told who was it. I didn't have a call, so I didn't think it was me. And during assembly at school, they burst through the door and told me I'd won. I just was speechless.
I'm really glad, and I'm gobsmacked. I think people think I'm kind, and I think I'm kind a bit.
And then he was shortlisted for Children's Champions, and he actually went to London with all the candidates, and yeah, he was very proud to be Children's Champions winner. That's where he met Duncan Bannatyne, who's also now an ambassador.
I'm Duncan Bannatyne, and I'm known for being on Dragon's Den. And I met Harry when myself and my other dragons were invited to the Children's Champion Awards. I got to know Harry, and we became very good friends. What impressed me most about Harry's business ideas was the fact that Harry got the business ideas, he just went out and he just went for it. If he decided he was selling bracelets, then that's what he was doing, and wherever he was, people would have to buy his bracelets. And he was very serious about his fundraising. Harry's latest venture was help Harry help others, and I got involved in that, and I was talking to his mother about it. The more he got, the more he just wanted to concentrate and run the business, and he was absolutely fantastic at that. I think the lasting legacy from Harry is, you know, for us, all of us to be less selfish and think of other people more, which is what Harry did, and not to dwell on our problems, but to dwell on what we can do to help others and have a better life and a better future.
Robert would want me to carry on, keep on going and help others with the same illness that he and me have.
He went on to win endless awards, but it wasn't about the awards for Harry, and very much, you know, if it was ever something he won and it involved money, like his Harley house, you know, he invested his money in that.
Just to let you know about health-wise, been still having my headaches, but let's just forget about that, because I don't like tweeting it, because I don't want you to feel sorry for me, because me on Twitter, it's about me being positive, so that's gone, let's forget that.
He always got headaches, but he was getting worse. Headaches were getting, you know, a bit worse. And we wasn't sure whether it was the weather at the time, and we checked it out with the hospital. And on 2 or 3 occasions, we took Harry within a period of about a week or so, rushed him into hospital, kept him on overnight, but there was no obvious signs, so he was discharged. His final trip, we went to Virgin Media in London, and he'd done his amazing speech and got on great with everybody at Virgin. And then we got home, and you know, we got in touch with the hospital again.
I've not been feeling myself the last couple of days, as I went in hospital on Monday, but that's over with now, so let's forget that.
We found out that Harry had got hydrocephalus, which is a build-up of fluid in the brain. What we didn't know at the time, that the build-up of fluid was caused because Harry's tumour had grown and blocked off the passageway that the fluid should drain down. So in actual fact, it gave him a little bit of hope, because they could actually access the tumour via the ventricles.
I'm feeling quite tired this week, as it's been a really busy one.
The only hope we had was to go through with the surgery, because if not, Harry would have his tumour would have kept growing and growing, and we would have lost Harry. It's just so hard to grasp that during that operation, that was really when we lost Harry. He had a huge hemorrhage. I promised Harry faithfully that we would get him home, and they arranged for Harry to come home on the Friday, and they removed his ventilator at home. And
in his short life, Harry Moseley achieved a remarkable amount. Today, hundreds gathered at St Edburga's Church in Yardley to pay their respects.
I remember feeling so helpless at the fact that I couldn't fix you and patch you up and make you better like a mum should. I will never ever forget the happiness and the love that you brought into our lives and the millions of special memories that you gave. I hope you're at peace and really happy now. You will not be remembered as Harry with a brain tumour, but as Harry who helped people with brain tumours. You made it happen, H. I hope you never forget that. I will always, always love you with all of my heart.
The most inspirational person that has helped me through my campaign has got to be my mum. She is absolutely fantastic. You couldn't ask for a better person in my life.
And after Harry passed away, I just thought, that's it, you know, it's obviously all over. You know, our journey of hope and everything has ended. And it was literally from the response from children that had been inspired by Harry and the public that I just snapped one morning and thought, why shouldn't Harry's work, you know, continue?
I'd hope that I'd inspire them to do more for charity, even if it's for different causes and stuff. It just means a lot to the people who are suffering with that type of cancer.
Now we have become an established charity as Help Harry Help Others. All of this will be going to obviously Harry's Help Harry headquarters, a shop which we will hopefully inspire kids like Harry always wanted to.
Thanks for listening to my presentation. I really hope you can help Harry help others. Your support is very important to people like me who live in the hope that one day there will be a cure for brain tumours. I'm sadly too late to help Robert, but it is so important to me that you can still help others. I really do hope you enjoyed my presentation, and I want to leave you with a massive mwah. Love you guys and enjoy your day. Bye.